Hey, Tech Sags fans. Welcome to a Stacked Senior on JV podcast. This is our very first Stacked edition, and we thought we'd make it a little bit fun today because it's going to be spring break very soon. So, mute your laptop,
I
Jake.
am so sorry, guys.
So, today it is all spring break themed, and I am Kennedy Smith here with my co host, Jake Lanier.
And we went to the fine establishment of Hobby Lobby to design the studio. Hopefully it looks a little different and a little more fun.
But today we have two very special guests with us from the A&M soccer team, Allie Russell and Katie Smith. Say hello. Hi. Now, instead of us doing their kind of backgrounds and bios today, we thought it'd be fun if they did it for each other. So, Katie, do you want to start off with Allie's background?
I'm scared.
Yes. Okay, so Allie is from Katy, Texas. I didn't want to say my own name. I was going to say Cinco Ranch. She is a senior forward. She wears the number 12 gigs. And some fun facts. Her favorite animal is a giraffe. She's really speedy. And she is a really good goal scorer.
Okay, and this, I forget where I look.
You can look wherever.
And this is Katie Smith. Katie's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and she is a senior captain and a defender for the A&M women's soccer team.
Gigs.
Fun fact about Katie, major gigs. Fun fact about Katie, she has a dog named Milo, who is the cutest thing in the world. And he gets the zoomies all the time, and we love him. So dog mom right here, queen, and stays getting all the accolades. SEC, everything. That is Katie Smith.
Thanks, Allie.
Well, wonderful intros, and y'all are a little humble. So I know Jake has a few other stats written down for each of y'all. So Jake, you want to go over them?
Yeah, so like I said, Allie is the 12th man at A&M. She has been a member of the under-18 U.S. soccer team, which we're going to get into later. Communication major. And,
Me too.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
And is a forwards, goal scorer, party time. She just scores all the goals. You really bring the energy, I feel like, on the field. As I've been to a couple games. Katie Smith, like Allie said, SEC everything, has started every game since her sophomore year. Captain of the team, voted by the players, correct? Not even the coaches. We're going to kind of go into your backgrounds a little bit, and then we'll get to more of the fun stuff with our coconuts and everything involved. So like I said earlier, Allie, you were on the national stage for the U.S. team in high school. I don't know if that extended to like junior high as well. Can you kind of talk about the transition from, I guess, the world stage to college?
Yeah, that was definitely, that was compared to college probably the highest level of soccer that I ever played. So in 8th grade, I went to my first youth national team camp is what they were called. So we would travel to just different places kind of around the U.S. California was normally the biggest one. But so I went to my first camp in 8th grade. It was kind of like a big shock because obviously like when you play club, everyone is good, but it's not like the best from different areas, which is what college is. And so that was like the first time really facing like, whoa. Here we go, like major competition. This is really crazy. And I started going to the camps up until my junior year of high school was my last one. But that definitely, I think, set me up the most for college compared to high school and club. Like, I think there's aspects of both high school and club that kind of fit into college, but the level definitely was the nearest to here. And so, yeah, it was a really cool experience. I loved it. And really cool meeting a lot of different people from everywhere around the country, and it's nice like to this day keeping up with them in college and seeing all the things that they're doing. And so
and I know a lot of elite soccer players in high school don't play for their high school, and I know you did. How were you able to kind of do club and high school soccer?
I was fortunate. So for our club, we didn't have season in the second semester, right, of club?
I think we did, but like less.
But
games.
less. Okay, yeah. So it was definitely like moderate compared to what the fall was like. So high school soccer for me for high school soccer for me in high school? It was in the spring, so different than college. We're in the fall, but it was definitely a lot less games in club, which made it easy to play high school soccer. And I also just really enjoyed the family atmosphere that high school brought, which is like you have in college, but you don't really have as much in club, I feel like. It wasn't terrible to balance, and I loved it. High school soccer was like one of my favorite things ever because you just got to go ball out all the time, and it was just a lot of fun. So,
And I'm sure it is a lot different just because it's more of a team sport. But for me and Jake in high school doing club track, it's just more very individual minded.
Yeah.
And when you're kind of forced to be on a team with just the people who are at your school, it really makes it more of a sense of community, and you have to bring together with whatever resources you have.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, it's just much more of a family dynamic.
Exactly.
So Katie, your family was from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So what made you want to come to Texas A&M or Texas in general?
So my club worked where we played in a league called ECNL, and we only played Texas teams. So I played Allie growing up, and it was really funny because like after we both committed freshman year, we would play each other for years and like never talk to each other, but we both knew of each other. But we were just like, but so I knew Texas very well, and I didn't really see myself going anywhere outside of Texas. And I liked the warmth, and I liked the environment and everything. So I found myself here.
So you both committed as a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did y'all ever second guess it, or was it A&M all the way?
Well, yeah, you're born and bred
yeah,
Aggie.
Yeah, born and raised. So for me, it was definitely like A&M all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
about for you?
I looked at other schools. I looked at Oklahoma State, which I really loved the coaching staff there. It's just a little too small for me. And then I looked at Arkansas, but my mind was kind of set on A&M. And I didn't initially get the interest from them that I wanted, so I just kept looking around, and then finally they wanted me back. And so I was like, okay, I'm coming here.
So other than the warm weather that we tend to have here, was it something that had to do with A&M having the highest soccer attendance in, I think, the nation?
In the
am I
nation,
right?
I believe.
Is that something that kind of drew y'all to A&M?
Yeah, I think that's a big factor just because with women's sports in general, there's not a lot of support and like attendance rates and stuff like that that are so high. And that's very special, I think, to this university, not only in soccer, but I think in other sports as well. So that drew me towards this school as well because the community and how like bought in everyone is to being like the 12th man and everything.
So y'all were committed from a very young age, but both of y'all actually had the same experience, which is unique for women, I think. Y'all graduated high school early, and y'all came here in this spring before your freshman year. So you really had a whole semester before you even had to really start college to be here. And I never experienced anything like that. I always thought that was really unique to football, but I think that's really cool that y'all got to do that. What was that like coming and still being kind of a kid?
Yeah. Well, we're labeled the guppies. When you come early, you're like not a fish yet, so you're a guppy. And it's actually interesting as to how common it is, especially at A&M, for women's soccer to do that. We just had 4 girls come in as guppies, so it's very common. And as much as there's times when you kind of look back and you're like, dang, I didn't go to prom my senior year and things like that, being able to come to college a semester early and kind of get that leg up in the sense of you're training with the team before it hits preseason in the summer where it's like intense workouts all the time, and your first game is like right after a lot of times the freshmen come in and then have to start. And so that was really cool, just kind of getting some experience in that area. And then also like forming friendships early on too, which was nice. It's you come in and then you get to meet everybody. And so you're not pushed into this like pile of people. Nope, not the pineapple. You're just kind of like rushed into this group of people if you come in that summer, which is, I mean, that is technically normal for sports and for soccer, especially starting in August. But yeah, it was great. A lot of really fun college experiences, I would say, that first semester, because you come in and you feel so baby, you feel so young, and then you're like in this, it's like culture shock kind of a little bit. But yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, Katie, do you think you really got a good opportunity in that one semester early to kind of train your skills and get more of a college experience on the field?
I think it was a very good developmental time because it's not during season, and during season you're focused on winning and beating the next opponent and like very team-based stuff. And I think in the spring it allows you to focus more on like your individual, like how you want to play and things you need to work on. So I thought that was very helpful developmentally, because I didn't know what I needed to work on. I didn't know what position I was playing coming into college. And so that was very advantageous for me, for the coaches to say, hey, this is what we want from you, and just work on it.
Yeah, so we can kind of dive into last season. Y'all had a excellent season. Y'all were regular season SEC champs, correct? Wasn't it
Well,
regular
that
season?
was in 2020.
2020, yes.
Yeah.
We're going back to 2020.
Yes.
So y'all won the regular season. Y'all have a ring. Congratulations.
Thank you.
by the
We
way.
should have
Yeah.
worn
I
that.
know, I didn't
Dang
think
it.
about that.
I know, right? Dang.
But we kind of want to just talk about how there's a tradition of winning, and y'all went, I believe, into the Elite Eight in the tournament. Can you kind of talk about that season, being able to play with Jimena Lopez? Y'all had other stars as well, and kind of just talk about how that season progressed.
Yeah. So we started the season, I can't remember who we played, but it was COVID years. So our season was completely different than anything before. It kept getting pushed back. I think we even started in late September maybe. But instead of 2 games a week, we only had 1 game a week, and it was only SEC play in the fall. So we really took the time to develop, because we start in July for preseason every year. And so we were there from July, and we were supposed to start like beginning of August, kept getting pushed back. So we just kept developing and had all this time to get ready. And then playing 1 game a week just allowed us to focus on one opponent at a time. And I think that was very helpful. And I think we had really awesome, like, upperclassmen leaders, like you said, Jimena Lopez and Addie McCain and Taylor Zemer and other people like that. They were very awesome about expecting a lot out of everyone. And I think that really pushed everyone and motivated them to go and win. And even going to the Elite Eight, that was more in the spring. And so that season was different as well, because we usually don't have real games in the spring. They're usually just exhibition. And that was our non-conference games, which was kind of backwards from normal. And then once we got to the Elite Eight, we won the first game, and then second, we just kept winning. And we were like, we can really do this. We can just keep going. And I think everyone was just motivated, even though we were stuck in like a hotel for 3 weeks or however long. We were just like, we're here, we might as well just keep winning kind of mindset, I guess.
So last year, y'all went from this past year, non-COVID year, y'all played 2 to 3 games a week. And during COVID, y'all played maybe 1 game every 2 weeks. Can you kind of talk about the preparation as well as the less stress on your body as a result?
From less stress on our body.
Yeah, not having to play as many games.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like Katie was saying, it was spread out. The normal season that's crunched into 1 semester was spread out for a whole year. So, I mean, that kind of allowed more of your body throughout the whole week to be able to kind of just like decompress and find a way to just get ready for the next game. Whereas when you have 2 games a week, it's Friday, Sunday. So we don't practice on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday's the pregame practice, and then you have a game, you recover Saturday, and then you play again on Sunday. So it's just very quick. Everything is just very quick. And especially the Friday and the Sundays. There's times on Sunday when your body is like, whoa. Yeah. that game on Friday was kind of a lot. But yeah, I definitely think having a period, again, we finished in May of 2021 of the start of the 2020 season, and then you didn't really have a break. So for a year and a half, our bodies were kind of taking the hit on season, which we're normally used to 1 semester. So I think that this past winter break was probably the first time that our bodies actually did take a little bit of a break. I definitely think it was nice more on our bodies having that year, 1 game a week kind of thing. But it was good. I know I'm kind of straying away from the question. I think it's obvious that having 2 games a week is a little more strenuous, but I think that overall the whole year and a half was different for us than anything else.
So this year you're now back on more of a regular schedule, and you've got spring games coming up now. Tell me some of the opponents that y'all are going to be seeing soon.
We played 2 junior colleges last weekend. It was Blinn and Brookhaven, and we basically split our team into 2. So we had each team play each one of them, if that makes sense. And then that went really well. So good job, team. And then we play Sam Houston tomorrow, think we have Baylor, Louisiana Monroe, and who's the other one?
Texas State.
Texas State. Yeah.
So who's been stepping up in this spring season for y'all?
It's a little sneak peek.
Yeah,
Sneak
I think
peek.
some of the guppies or the freshmen that just came in this semester are like really good, and it's really awesome to see that. Like, I know when I came in, I was not as confident as any of them are, and they just play like they're having so much fun, and I think that's really awesome to see. And like for the team moving forward, I think that'll be really fun to watch.
What's the chemistry of the team right now like?
I think it's good. I actually feel like we are incredibly close. And we started doing something new this semester. So we have team standards and expectations, which there's been rules previously that we've had to uphold, but now we've created even more standards. And I feel like that has brought our team closer because we are not only holding the team accountable, but we're holding ourselves accountable. And I think that allows for a deeper chemistry and a lot of trust. And like when you have that trust, then it builds deeper bonds. And so I feel like our team is really close, and we're not afraid of constructive criticism. We've had conversations about that, about pushing ourselves, pushing each other. And so it's been this semester so far has been really great. And I think even playing this past Friday, it was so fun seeing everyone out and playing and just watching everyone showcase their talent, which is special, and just having fun together. I think that's the most important part, and I think that we've been doing that.
And I definitely think that there's excitement with the team. Y'all got a new scoreboard. There's new innovations coming to LSU.
New scoreboard.
Has the scoreboard, so the scoreboard sits currently right behind the goal.
Right.
And it's humongous.
Yeah,
Has
giant.
anyone hit the scoreboard?
I don't think have they finished doing it?
No. So we've been watching the construction from the track. 'Cause the soccer field and the track are back to back.
Yeah.
So every day we have all the construction people on our track constructing y'all's thing. And I'm like, this has been taking a month.
Yeah.
It's forever.
It's
So
been
I don't
taking
think
a
it's
while.
done yet, right?
I think the screen is like finally
Yeah.
up, but I don't know.
What else is
Yeah,
left?
because I think they said they were gonna put like something that says like Texas A&M soccer on it and stuff like that, but maybe like some sponsors on the side, but that's not up yet. So
It's just really funny because it's so new.
Yeah.
Like that part is so new.
Yeah.
So it's all this like red brick that matches
the
track, it
and
matches softball.
Yeah.
And then the rest of our thing is like old brick. It's like the new and then everything else.
Yeah,
But
the
that's been a
tan.
nice.
I'm glad y'all are getting a little new
I
something.
know.
Y'all
Yeah.
deserve it.
Yeah.
So we kind of started a thing called Jake's Thoughts, where I elaborate my crazy things.
He's very opinionated.
I'm very opinionated.
This was his whole reason of starting this podcast.
It
He just
really
wanted
was.
to talk
That
about
is so
his thoughts.
funny.
Okay, first one. Slocum Nutrition Center should get rid of the 2 pasta bar setup.
What do we say? Agree or disagree?
Just your thoughts on that.
Oh, I do agree because I feel like the other one should have something else.
We need more
Yeah.
options.
Yeah,
More
more
options.
options.
Y'all have been here for a while. It used to be only one pasta
Yes,
bar.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there would be something more fun.
Yeah.
I want to hear y'all's from a girl's perspective. Jake, I don't really care what you're
The
thinking
French
about
toast my freshman year
Ju-
did a number on me.
Did y'all gain weight coming in using Nutrition Center thinking that everything was going to be like healthy for you?
I gained 15 pounds.
Me too.
Yeah, they also had frozen yogurt back then, and that was like
with
the
the
go-to with the
M&Ms?
M&Ms. Yes.
I mean, hearing it called the Nutrition Center, you just think like, okay, everything
Right.
I eat here is going to
Yeah.
be good for me.
Yes, exactly.
But I was hitting that pasta bar every night.
Oh, that's
That was
I
the-
would eat pasta
yes,
every night
and then you
too.
get like burnt out by the end because when
Yeah.
you first come in, that's like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then that was literally us every night.
Yeah.
Sneaking Rubbermaids
Yeah.
into Slocum so we could like leave.
You did
That's
not.
a secret.
We did. Yeah.
Oopsies. Yeah, we did. No
For the
I
doubt.
hope
weekend.
John's not listening.
So we're in consensus. Slocum needs to go back to the 1
Yes.
pasta bar setup.
Yeah,
Okay, the SEC should take on men's soccer.
I feel like
I
that
do
would-
too. But I feel like my opinions on it are more like, I feel like it'd be really cool
Yeah.
for us to kind of have like a paired team.
Right.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. I think the rules that are in place, like with the amount of like girls.
Title
and-
IX.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that makes sense as to why
Yeah.
there's not, but I still think it'd be really cool if they still
Yeah.
had one. So.
I just feel like all of our talent. I have had some friends in high school. They all went to the Northeast and the private
Yeah.
schools because
I think it'd be very competitive.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
it would.
Right. And we have club players that are on the men's team that come and play with us, and they're like really good, and so I'm like they can
Yeah.
probably play D1 soccer, but they want to come here.
They want to come
Yeah.
in.
So
Well, the SEC is such a huge platform. It's the biggest conference in the nation, let's be honest. And I feel like soccer for men is not super popular in America, and women's is much more popular.
Yeah.
So I feel like adding that into the SEC would put men's soccer on a bigger stage
Yeah,
for
Right,
America
for
and make
sure.
it
Yeah.
more serious, because
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like soccer is kind of one of the most famous sports in all of the world.
Yeah.
But we don't take advantage of that in America.
Yes,
much.
no, for
Right.
sure.
Okay. So I love how y'all do your fundraiser. Was it the Gold?
Turn It Gold.
Turn It
yeah.
Gold, where y'all give money to cancer. And I actually almost placed a bid on Allie's
Yeah,
jersey.
you did.
And
Why
it was-
didn't you?
I wanted to
I know,
get it.
right?
I
Why
wanted,
didn't he?
Getting,
Fake.
Yeah.
getting
Fake,
a
right?
gold 12th man soccer jersey, I just thought would look really cool in like a case. And I guess it's Allie's too, so it makes it a little cooler. But the bid went out of my price range, so I didn't do it. But I think another way to drive more money is the NBA has an all-star game, like the all-star weekend. They have a celebrity game, like Justin Bieber's played
yeah.
in it. Just like all these celebrities. I really think it would be cool if you got different athletes, maybe former A&M people or
Yeah.
current people to play and raise money that way as well. And kind of like
That's
have
really
y'all
good.
have y'all play against them. And then
I'm
just like
funny.
I'm in
Yeah.
charge of coming up with stuff for Turn It Gold. So,
Do you mean from all sports?
all sports, yeah.
yes, that'd be
That'd
really
be
cool.
really cool.
And like y'all could play, and I just think it would also showcase how amazing y'all are. Just like if you threw like,
We're
I don't-
playing like jumbo football
Yeah,
players
yeah. Like-
that are. Yeah.
and then just
Von
absolutely,
Miller.
you just nutmeg them, or something.
We
I
get
think
Heisman Manziel out here.
Yeah.
It might be.
I think that would be a cool way that y'all could raise some more money. for
Yeah,
that.
That would be
I actually
awesome.
really like that idea.
Yeah.
Jake's thoughts are really
Jake's
coming in
thoughts.
clutch here.
Some good ones
Yeah.
today.
That, Jake.
Okay, last one. Spring break should start on Thursday before spring break. So
So like
traditionally,
a week and a half.
a week and a half.
So like get Thursday off.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and then the following week.
Okay,
Flights are cheaper on Thursday.
that's
That is
that's
true.
fair.
I think I know why Jake's asking this. I think he has a trip planned and he's
You're
trying to leave on
skipping.
Thursday.
I am leaving on Thursday, but I do not have class.
The truth comes out.
The
Well,
truth
I
comes
also
out.
think like if you started on Thursday, then people like
You think people just leave
people
on
are
Tuesday?
gonna like miss school anyway on like Tuesday. Yeah, like
It's like
Tuesday,
senior skip
Wednesday.
day.
Yeah.
Our high school, they
Yes.
tried to make prom on the Friday, not the Saturday, so people wouldn't skip Monday for senior skip day.
Yeah, and people.
But then
did
people
anyway.
just miss Friday and,
and Monday.
Yeah,
Right.
yes,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
what I think.
See, I was the only person from my prom group to drive back that morning and go to school because I had such bad anxiety. I never skipped school. I was such a little loser. I'm sure you skipped like the whole week.
No, well, we had a
We went to
track.
high
We had a
school
we had a
together.
track.
Yeah,
we had-
that's what I
we
was
had-
gonna ask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we went to high school together. Kennedy was way cooler than
I
me. She didn't even
actually
talk to me back
watched
then.
the
I did
first
not.
podcast
Mhm.
where you were the one who got Jake here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to take full credit, but I'm going to take a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jake's like, all right,
let's,
next
let's play the
question.
game. Let's play the game. Let's
So,
play the game.
this is what we've been excited for this whole time. We're going to play a little game, a drinking game of coconut water. So, we have our coconuts here. These were freshly stabbed with a screwdriver by
Yes.
Jake
Yeah, Jake.
himself. And we're going to play Never Have I Ever. So, if you have done the thing I say, drink the coconut water. I don't know about y'all. I've never drank
I've
from
never
a
drank
coconut
coconut
before.
water.
I've
y'all?
had
I
it
think
in
I have, like,
Hawaii.
one.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what it tastes like.
Is it
I
good?
think it's. Yeah, it's
It's
like
very-
not as coconutty
Yes.
as like.
It's not as sweet
Yeah.
either.
Okay.
Like
It's
that.
more watered down coconut. if
Okay,
you
I'm
know.
nervous.
Okay.
Yay. So, first question.
And if y'all like come up with one, just throw it in.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all-
feel free.
Okay.
But my first one is never have I ever missed scoring the game-winning point.
I probably didn't
Oh,
like high school.
I feel
or
like
something.
me too.
And this applies to you too in football.
I never was on the field.
I
Wait,
feel
why
like
do
I
I like-
remember
why
like
do I
Jake
like
was
it?
always
Why
the
did
Yeah,
you go
that's
like
why
that?
I was-
Why did you go like that? And I was like, oh no, but then I was like,
the aftertaste is better.
All right, never have I ever stopped to work out early because I was too tired.
I think we should rephrase that to threw up.
hold on.
I'm gonna take a drink.
I don't know.
Also
if
though,
have.
I finished it.
You
Like
finished
I
the workout?
ran, I ran at
Oh
the
my
after.
gosh, the peanut butter.
Okay,
What-
we're
there's
gonna
been-
have to dive into this
so
story.
I used to have this. I called it a superstition, and it died this summer, thank God. But every summer since I came, I would throw up in running, and it grew for like the year I was here. So freshman year was once, sophomore year was twice, junior year we were thriving, and it didn't happen. But yeah, I ate a bagel, right?
Yeah,
with peanut butter on it right before running. Worst decision of my life. I never liked it again. Like never have eaten peanut butter on a bagel ever
Wow.
again. Yeah, it was terrible. That one, I don't even want to get into the details. It's
But
just
she
too
kept
much.
No, we
running.
want the details. Tell me about it.
No, I don't think you do.
I heard that y'all have like a kind of like a mentality or motto that it's like you guys do one more run than what's prescribed. Is that true?
So if we're doing 5 sets of 6 of something, the last set will be like 7 instead of 6.
Oh, track could never. You think I'm gonna
No.
voluntarily do an extra
and,
run?
in track, our coach will have 4 runs, knowing that he's gonna cut the last one to push you to get to 3. So it's like you
But
go
then on those
into
days
the
when he
mindset.
doesn't cut them,
And you think he's
it's
gonna
hell.
cut it, and it's like a sight. You're trying to like read him, and it's like, is
Oh,
he
I
gonna
don't
cut
think
it? Is he
I'd
not
like
gonna cut
that.
I
it?
don't either.
Yeah.
yeah,
We just do it
they
because
don't
it's
cut it
like
often
something
enough.
that's ours.
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
well, y'all are better than us.
Yeah.
Never have I ever gone out the night before a practice.
A night.
Oh, everyone's drinking. Yeah.
Jake's chugging.
Jake, it's like every night.
No.
No, I went out one time before bleachers, and that was a horrible mistake.
Oh.
because that was not safe.
Was it a T-shirt Tuesday?
No, I went out Friday and we bleachers Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Oh.
our coach
Worse.
strategically places during the fall practice at 8 or 9 a.m. on Saturday to try to deter your Fridays. But
It didn't work though. We just had really bad practices.
when there's a ring dunk and it's your friend, you have to
Right.
go.
Yeah.
You have to celebrate.
You have to drink.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of it's.
We're all
part of-
21.
Like, it's part of the college experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one time I remember we went out for a T-shirt Tuesday in the summer and then had to run hills the next day on campus.
Yeah.
Campus, yeah, that one hurt.
How'd that go?
Yeah. I mean, we
Hill days weren't like the
Hill days weren't
worst.
bad.
But like
One day, yeah, Wednesdays were like the easy days, so we kind of got off.
Yeah.
I don't know if we ever did that again though.
Yeah.
All right. Never have I ever snuck out of a hotel during an away trip.
I don't think I have.
Oh, Allie's
Oh.
drinking.
It wasn't that suspicious though.
Wait, I'm gonna drink too.
we went to
I really hope Henry doesn't watch.
my teammates' parents were there, and it was her hometown. It really wasn't deep. But anyways, we drove. They took us to this famous like gas station that sold like different like soda things. That was all. It really made it sound super exciting. I don't even know if you could consider. I
Wild.
know, not me being crazy, not me being rebellious.
Well, back when Jake was on the team, I know he did that. Yeah, get to drinking.
Okay. Never have
Oh,
I
did
ever.
I just spill that you're not on the team anymore?
I am retired.
We'll get back to that at
Wait,
the
I
end.
didn't know that either.
We'll get back to it at
We'll
the
get
end.
back to
Okay.
that. Never have I ever gone to bed after a practice or game without taking a shower because you were so tired.
I'm glad none of us are drinking.
Ew,
Yeah,
I would be
can't.
really concerned.
Yeah.
We were gonna judge if.
I just hate outside smell.
I know.
Outside
Yeah.
smell in my bed.
I mean, I've done
Ew.
where like I wash my body and not my hair.
Yes.
I do
but also
that.
like that's indoor season. I'm running inside.
Yeah.
It's not that.
I
gross.
it's very rare that I do that too.
And
but
I
I also,
run for
like-
8 seconds. Y'all run for like 3 hours.
Continuously.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Never have I ever forgot a bring of your uniform or like a piece of gear to a game. I have.
Oh, okay. Well,
You've never forgotten anything?
I forgot
like,
my makeup bag, and that to me is
It's-
like a
yeah,
part of my gear.
Yeah, you have very good makeup.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Even
Yeah.
what you did the other day with your rhinestones, I was like, wow.
That was my favorite makeup look I've ever done.
You
in my
need to
entire
do a
life.
Euphoria. Like
Ooh,
I
That'd be a
tried
good
to. I
idea.
tried to like 2 weeks ago. I did like an icy look, and it was blue with like diamonds all over it. I'm really trying to,
yeah,
get all
Very
the makeup out of my
talented.
system before I have to be like a corporate girl. and like mascara. And
Yeah.
I showed up to the line of a 4x4 at Texas Relays last year thinking I had a brand new pair of like half tights in the bag.
I remember this.
And
Horrible.
I was like, I'm gonna wear a new pair. Like it was a 2-day meet or whatever. And we're like rushing. They're already walking down the thing. And of course we're the last team there. And we're like putting on our spikes and everything. And I open it and they're long tights.
Keep for reference, Texas Relays is about 110 degrees. It is so hot this time of the year. And our long tights are ridiculously tight to where like you can't really move your legs as much as you need to be running fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all that Jake had in his bag.
And I'm like looking at the other people on the relay. I'm like, do you have hash tights? And they're like all like stressed out because they're literally like lining up to like go. And we're like putting on our spikes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I guess I got to run with it. And
And he ran with leggings on, and ran.
How'd it go?
I ran good,
I
yeah.
was about to say you ran pretty slow, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Good for you. Where are we at? Oh, never have I ever been a part of team drama. No?
Not even in high
I don't
school.
really feel like our
Our
team
team,
has
yeah.
that much drama.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have. Like, I'm trying to get through all the different drama situations in my mind. I've been in the room as other people fought, so I'll drink.
Oh, well, my high school coach used to be, let me just watch myself. You never know who watches these. My high school coach used to have our team come into the room all together. He would leave, and we would have to
Hash it out.
speak anything about anyone on our team that was on our mind. He like thought it was good. He was like, "This is so good for the team."
That's
like,
chaotic.
oh, it was
Yeah.
so bad. Like tears. Like everyone would be crying,
Wow.
scream. It was just like, I don't know what King was thinking at the time, but the intention was for us to bond and all that. But it just ended up being a drama fest every time. It was tragic.
Well, did you ever throw anyone under the bus? You ever call someone out?
No, I never called
Allie
anyone
definitely
out.
just sat to the side and just watched.
I would literally, it was so, guys, I kid you not, like, it was the most uncomfortable thing in the world because it was literally just multiple girls. Like, you know how girls can get. I mean, not to say guys can't be dramatic. Y'all are way more dramatic than we are. But it was just like, ugh.
We had a very similar experience. I think it was my freshman year here. And so it was our first semester. We didn't really know anyone yet. And all of the girls had been having some drama, which like the freshmen weren't involved in.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all sat in the locker room one day and we were like, okay, let's go around the room and let's all say how we feel about each person. And we did that for like, I'm not joking, 3 hours. And me and my little freshman buddy, Annie Grant, we were sitting at the very end of the circle, freaking out like what these girls were going to say. And it went on for so long, they never got to the end of the circle and they never said anything about us. And I was thanking Jesus.
we have
It was
a mentality on the
chaos.
track team, mind your own business. Mind your business sometimes.
That's like a newer thing. Back then, everybody was in everyone's business. You weren't even on the team at that time.
I know, but I'm saying when
you
I was
were
on the
lucky.
team. Well.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet. All right, last question.
Well, did y'all come up with one while we were going? Anything?
Not really like.
Okay, we'll scratch that.
Last one. Never have I ever quit my team so I can go to Mexico for spring break.
That is.
And Jake is drinking.
I retired from the sport. My indoor season didn't necessarily go quite as well as I expected. I walked into my roommate's room and I said, if we get a trip to Mexico planned today, I will retire from the sport. And let's just say we're going to Mexico.
I mean, in your
Jake,
defense, you
wow.
graduated last year.
Yeah.
You're in grad school. This year was just kind of the icing on the cake for you, and you got through your indoor season.
Yeah, and within
And you're ready to be
sports,
free.
within sports, you know, you always got to know when you're going to hang it up. I don't have the talent nor the aspirations to be a professional. So regardless, it was going to be 10 weeks from now that I was going to have to hang it up finally. So I just decided, why not enjoy my last semester, do more podcasts maybe.
Yeah, look at you.
I mean, you've got something to focus on now.
This is kind of not really an never have I ever, but y'all have a lot of girls that have gone pro from A&M. Have y'all ever do y'all have the aspirations to go pro, and what are the experiences that y'all's friends have had as pros?
I think it's been a mixture. There's been people that have gone and played overseas. There's a goalie in Paris right now, a girl in Iceland, and then there's a girl that went to Spain and is now back in the States, and there's a couple other in the States that play in the same league, and they all seem to enjoy it. It's definitely different because they said that a lot of people in the career, like, I mean, it's a career. They do this, like, to earn money, to, like, pay for their family, and, like, it's kind of shocking because they're like, I'm just 23 and I do this for fun kind of thing. So it's completely different, but I know they like, love it enough that it's fun for them and everything. But I think I might enter the draft in December because I graduate this May. And then
Congratulations.
Thank you. Then I'm doing, like, online grad school if I get in. I need to knock on wood. But I think I want to try it just so I'm not, like, I was talking to my coach, and he was like, you don't want to be the mom that's like, your kid asks you if you played pro, and you're like, no, but I could have. And I don't want to do that.
You
So.
never want to live with regrets.
Yeah.
I feel that. What about you?
No.
Why
So
not?
well, actually, when I came to school, talking about coming early again, when I came in, I wanted to. And then that semester just kind of started taking that desire away a little bit. I think one of the coolest things from my experience here has definitely been like the growth of my mental health. Not me getting very deep, but that has been something that I think has challenged me the most since I've been here, probably the biggest form of adversity. And it took me probably up until last semester to be content with that decision, like to be like, you know what, that's just not for me. That's not what I'm called to go do after this. And so, yeah, I don't think that will be me. I will be cheering Katie on though, as she's in the draft. But yeah, I'm still kind of navigating what after college will look like. I'm graduating in May also, and then applying. I have applied to some master's programs, so also knocking on wood. But yeah, I'll spend all of next year here and have next spring where I'm not an athlete. And I'm like, kind of like you, like you're just living the college experience. So.
And I definitely think that's such a hard gap because we've played sports at high levels for so long. And growing up, you definitely, if you had a good game, you were happy. If you had a bad game, you were in a bad mood. And kind of like separating your happiness outside of your performance is like just such a hard thing everyone has to navigate in their own path.
Right.
Yeah, that's something that I said was my goal this year. My goal is just to be happy and have fun because, I mean, I'm coming off an injury. I'm not going to be where I was last year. And losing is not fun.
It's not fun.
I'm not happy when I'm not doing well. So it is hard to kind of find your happiness outside of sports when that's been your whole life. But you were talking about, you don't know if that's what you're being called to do. Do you have any idea what you think your calling kind of is?
So there's kind of two things that I've been looking towards and kind of like going off that mental piece. Sports psychology. So, you know, we have great sports psychologists out here, but I don't necessarily know if I'd be like a university sports psychologist or a college sports psychologist, but maybe more of a mental coach. So like kind of an individual contractor where I could go meet with teams or I could meet with an individual and talk to them on that. Just because I think no matter what I do, I want to be able to help people. And I think that'd be cool having my own experience in that to then be able to apply that to a job. And if not that, then maybe something in marketing. Which then it's like, how are you helping people? You're the one that is like trying to persuade them. But maybe something in that area. Anything, this is so broad, but anything that has to do with people. And I've also thought of maybe doing like marketing for nonprofits, because also then you are helping people in a really incredible way. So I am still figuring it out. There's a lot of
And that's okay. You've got time.
Yeah, exactly. Once I get into a program, I'll kind of see where that leads me. If I don't get into psychology, then I'm like, absolutely not. But we'll see what happens.
Well, I think that this was a great podcast.
A little more fun.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming on, guys.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for watching this stacked Seniors on JV podcast. We will see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Boom.
Yeah,
Nice.
That was great.
I actually like coconut.
I know, me too.